Welcome to Cosmic Comics, Games and Collectibles, your zen of geekism. We carry comics old and new, magazines, toys, games like Pokemon, Magic, D&D. Want Godzilla, Ultraman, Star Trek, Ninja Turtles, Funko Pops? You'll find it all here. Shop our Cosmic Sound Room and pick up a record or two. Enjoy our Comic Coffee Lounge with a cup of Sasquatch coffee while geeking out over a super cool movie on our big screen. Cosmic Comic, Games and Collectibles. Superman loves us, and so will you.
Hi everyone, Jason Hunt here, inviting you to join us every Saturday morning for news. The week's headlines in science fiction, fantasy, horror, comic books, video games, plus Comic-Con updates and the weather, and the occasional interview along the way. We call it Good Morning Multiverse. We hope you join us every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 Central, right here on Sci-Fi for Me TV.
America's southern border has become a war zone. Human traffickers, drug smugglers, and terrorists flow across the Rio Grande with impunity, secure in the knowledge that no one will stop them. A distant federal government lectures Americans on their privilege while punishing overworked Border Patrol agents who were helpless to stem the tidal wave of invaders and determined migrants. Second-generation Cuban-American Marcos Zamora is a military vet, more patriotic than most Americans. No longer able to ignore the chaos at his doorstep, he acts. Joined by his best friend Gus, they hit the border every night, saving lives while stopping violent drug cartels and other opportunists. The government reacts with fury at Marco's attempts to preserve American sovereignty, deploying the full might of their enforcement agencies. But Marcos understands that the only thing the rich and powerful fear is bad publicity, and he records every encounter. Whoever he is, this private American must be stopped. Illustrated by Richard Bonk and written by Eisner winner Mike Baron, Private American is his version of Captain America, and maybe a little Punisher, taking part in this ongoing, violent, and very real battle of good versus evil in the war for American sovereignty. Grab your copy at theprivateamerican.com.
We have a secure border, and that is a priority for our administration.
Your favorite podcast, it's Critical Blast.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Daniel Parker. Welcome to the show, Daniel. Daniel, you are muted.
Thank you for having me on. Really appreciate it.
Glad to do it, man. You've full disclosure, Daniel is not just a guest of the show; he's also a client.
Yes.
As they used to say. I have got. In fact, if anybody is going to get some posters, I've got some really big Angels Awakening motorcycle posters in a box, 3 shelves over my head.
Yeah.
Would be glad to ship those out to you. Maybe we can do something with that tonight if you want to come up with some sort of a gimmick or trick or game or whatever it is you want to do. But they're your stuff. You can do what you want with them.
Yeah. I'm sure we can think of something.
This is, for those who don't know, a launch campaign. I did not put that in the title because I've been gone all day, man. I was seriously thinking that I might not have even got back for this show. I went out for literally a half gallon of milk, and $600 later, I have brakes on my car. Yeah, because my car decided it wasn't going to stop anymore. So,
jeez.
and I'm like, a couple hours for brakes. And, they're like, yeah, these brakes don't fit. Those brakes don't fit. They couldn't find the right brakes, and that looked like I was going to be stranded in a Midas somewhere. But but it didn't happen, and I made it back, and I'm glad I'm here.
Well, that's good.
So I'm aware of Angels Awakening.
Mm-hmm.
That's a previous book you did. Did you have another book called Guardian, or is this the introduction for this character here?
It is the introduction for this character. Yeah, this is his first story. I originally intended for it to be a novel. And then when I was developing it, I'm like, I think this would work really good as a comic book. So, and adapted it into a comic book. And I've been working on this character, working on this story for a long time now. So I'm very happy and very excited to get it out.
Well, you've had a lot of success with the first one. People are starting to figure out who you are and who your characters are. So we're going to see if we can't get as Bobcat says here. Let's get hyped. Let's get the people hyped about this. And look at this, a $2 super chat. Darth Bobcat, you did not need to do that, but thank you very much. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, DB.
I think you're now like the 7th person in 2 years who sent a super chat to this show. And I'm not kidding. Bogdan Digital Art is here. Hello.
Hey,
Will
Bogdan.
from Creators Outlet. Glad to see you too, man. Pops, of course, is here as always. He lives here with us. We're glad to have him in the guest room.
Yeah.
Servant of God 777. Time for fun times. Yes, it is. Let's get our these 2 action-packed sidekicks together. You didn't get backer number 1, but you know what? Somebody you got backer number 2 at the moment. What was this? Notice the glitch. If you pick the digital tier and add on physical things, the shipping's free.
Oh,
see, you're not supposed to be able to add on physicals if you've done a digital. Indiegogo should not even allow you to see the add-ons. So yeah, that is a glitch.
Yeah. Okay.
You can fix that.
Yeah. Okay. I'll fix that real quick.
Pops did have a new trailer. We saw that. SGD, hello. Glad to see you. Take it. Okay, here. There you go. I'm going to put it back on now because the glare from the lights is just too much for the camera if I take it off. And if you're hesitant about this, book number 1 digital for $1.
Yes,
You,
yes.
that's a clip I need to get in my little repertoire here. Is the whole RoboCop? I'd buy that for $1.
Oh
I
yeah.
would get some mileage out of that.
Oh yeah.
So before I bring the campaign over to the screen here, for people who aren't familiar with Angel's Awakening and the world that Angel is in, can you give us the elevator pitch for the world build on this one?
Yeah. So Angel's Awakening is, Guardian Angel is set 2 years after Angel's Awakening, and it takes place 100 years in the future, where most of the world's ruled by the Britannian Empire, and the only ones standing in their way is the Free Republic of America, which is actually the state of Texas. And yes, yeah. Well, I lived in Texas for 17 years, so yeah, I love that state. But yeah, so they have to fight back against them, and they of course the Britannian Empire is ruled by another race of humans or elementals, and there are of course 4 elementals. It's air, earth, water, and fire. And they only some of the people who can fight back against them are psychics, and that's of course Jessica Sawyer, who is the hero of Angel's Awakening, Angel herself. She can teleport, and now we've got Henry Hatcher, who if you read Angel's Awakening, you probably know who he is, but in case you didn't, he's was cryogenically frozen 100 years ago. And his body was very badly beaten up, and then he was recovered by Jessica, brought back to the Republic, rebuilt, cybernetically enhanced, and he has telekinesis, and now he's the Guardian of the Republic.
All right, well, let's bring the panel over here because he's looking a lot better than he did. Here we go. Got that shared. Boom. Pull it up.
Nice.
And just because just so we don't look at a black stark background around us, we'll heat things up a little bit here. Because winter came today to Northwest Arkansas. We were 80 degrees yesterday. We are 39 today. It was quite a drop. Holy Ninja,
Yeah.
we're doing well, other than just being a little
Yeah.
cold right now.
And
Thank you
good
for
to
coming
see
to
you.
the show.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is some really cool character design here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Bogdan Rosea, who's was my artist. He's in the chat. He's watching the show. Yeah, he was my artist on Angel's Awakening, and I had to bring him back for this one. He's using a different art style with this one than he did with Angel's Awakening. It's a little more of a painted style. But I think it fits the tone and the feel of the world really well.
Yeah, I'm getting an Assassin's Creed vibe off of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In fact, it would probably be a very cool video game if you ever choose to spin the plot that way and toss it out there to market somebody, or if you just know people who can create video games, and go crowdfund it yourself.
Oh yeah, yeah. I could see it as a really good kind of a Dragon Age Mass Effect type of role-playing game.
Exactly. I'm going to give it a quick refresh here since we are launching. I just refreshed a second ago. We were at the $60 mark here. You are now at, holy cow, 206.
206.
We have had quite a few shake and bake moments on this one here. And when we have a shake and bake moment, it kind of goes, I have two, damn it. It kind of goes like,
it's shake and bake, and I help.
So that goes out to all the folks in the chat here who have helped get this up to $206 so far.
Thank you.
$5,000 flexible goal. Let's make that a hard goal. Let's actually hit that 5,000.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Woody wants to know that surely Arkansas will be able to join the Free Republic of America. We're just right next door. And
who knows? Yeah.
not a very liberal kind of place, except for a pocket in Eureka Springs, which is kind of hippie. But
Yeah.
I can say that I'm living there.
Ah.
So let's take a look at what's going on in this story. 60-page
Yes.
action-packed graphic novel. This is going to be another perfect bound spine like the last one was, I'm guessing.
Oh yes. Yeah.
And I should have actually got product out because I just didn't. I wasn't prepared. I could have said, "Look,
That's
it's
all
going to
right.
look just like this one."
Yeah.
But this is Guardian in action.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That is a 2-page spread, by the way.
Oh yeah, I can. I didn't know if that was a panel, but if that's going to be a 2-page spread, then that's going to just be mind blowing.
Yeah.
You're going to feel that one coming off the page. So it looks like he's got a visual effect, which is important in comics. You know, if you have telekinesis and people are just flying while you're walking by,
Yeah. Yeah.
which you should be able to do with telekinesis, but
Yeah. It definitely needed to be visually seen. Yeah, and especially with Henry, his telekinesis is, of course, enhanced, so it makes it all the more powerful.
yeah, it looks like he's got these electrical whips coming out of his hands that he's grabbing people with and throwing them.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's super cool. Now this is who is that, Angel?
That's her. Yeah, that's Jessica.
Okay. So she's just shot this guy through the. That's not honorable. She shot him in the back.
Well, she's a spy. Come on. She's the spies aren't the most honorable people.
She's supposed to have done it undetected. So yeah,
Yes.
she took this guy out and then she shoots this guy and
Yeah.
wow, the colors right here. I don't know who these are elementals. You mentioned there's elementals, so this is fire.
Yeah. So you got a fire elemental, and then the guy is an earth elemental. And the fire elemental is a very interesting character that I really I've actually come to like her quite a bit. She's crazy and hot.
In multiple ways.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a very cool female Human Torch kind of look to her. Again, Bogdan's doing the painting on these, the coloring.
Yeah, he's doing everything. Yeah.
It amazes me when a colorist can make light come off the page. I mean, I've seen pages where the like white lens flares. I'm like, I know the paper was already white, but if I look at a white piece of paper, it does not look as white as that space there that you've left by enhancing it with the darkness around it.
Yeah.
And these colors here, these fire colors, they look like they look like they're glowing.
Oh yeah.
Here's,
Yeah, and that's a really cool splash page there. That's Henry in his armor. The I will say the cape and the mask were Bogdan's idea.
Yeah, the mask is sort of a full face metal kind of Azrael kind of looking mask.
Yeah, it makes him kind of look like a ninja. Yeah.
Does this this is a few years after your first story, so what changes can we expect to see in Angel after she's now 3 years experience with these psychic abilities and field experience?
Yeah. So she's a lot tougher sorry, I saw something Servant said in the chat. He said that
I see that secret tier link.
secret tier
Didn't
link
know
is
there was
busted
one.
on my end. I thought it worked.
It is Indiegogo, and they have been will be charitable and call them issues with their code lately.
Yeah. I may have to resend that out. But yeah, it's so Jessica is she's tougher, she's more experienced, but she is what do I want to say? She does have a softer side to her that a whole lot of people won't necessarily see. So, but yeah, uh, yeah, she won't get caught off guard as much as she did in the first story.
So let's either please or piss off the shippers right away. Is there a relationship between Jessica and Henry of any kind?
uh, um, Stay tuned.
Oh, we're not spilling any tea here. It's not even day one. It's like hour one, guys. So
Yeah, yeah.
just keep watching Daniel across the different shows he'll be doing, and
Yeah, yeah.
uh, I do like the fact that they're the motorcycles are part of the story here.
Yeah.
It's almost kind of an Akira sort of feel to it because it's the future. The cycles are a little bit futuristic, um,
Yeah,
and I really want to drag one of them posters down here. In fact, I
yeah. Yeah.
think I could actually. I've depleted all the Geminis that were up there, so I think I can actually reach it if I
Okay.
just stand up right here. Yes, I can. I can reach these posters. Let's see if I can haul one out. The sound you hear is all the paper protecting these beautiful things. Now, okay, folks, you've seen posters on other campaigns. I know. So what's RJ doing just getting this poster out? It must be like really pretty or something. No, y'all aren't understanding here. When I talk about
Yeah.
the poster, look at the size of this thing.
Yeah, and I will say the posters on this campaign are going to be bigger than that one, so.
Oh well, I'm glad you told me because now I got to buy new tubes. Because we're not going to mail these flat, and we don't have to
Yeah.
because they are actually poster paper. You can hear that,
Mhm.
but folks, I have shipped a number of campaigns out, and this is the largest poster I've ever seen. That's actual poster. A lot of people like to do the prints that are the size of the comic, maybe a little larger, and if that's what your budget is, great. But
Mhm.
Daniel's upping the game on all of you here. I will put you away later.
Yeah.
I really want to hang one up on the wall, but rule number one of Critical Blast Logistics: keep your hand out of the customer's cookie jar.
Yeah.
But that's a beautiful looking poster there.
Oh
Was
yeah,
that
yeah,
was
it
that
is.
Bogdan's art?
Yeah, that's Bogdan. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
He does a really sexy Jessica, and he does it without shower scenes, if you know what I mean.
Mhm. Yeah. Although there's some pretty pretty good there at least well, there are 2 pages of Jessica that are very very nice. I will say.
And you can do that and still be the PG kind of 13 comic. Is that what
Yeah.
you're aiming this at, or are you going for a more mature market? We've seen
I
violence.
yeah, I would say this is a very hard. I would say a hard between a hard PG-13 and a soft R. And if I had to
Okay.
pick, I would go hard PG-13.
Now, is this for? Is there any like language in it that you would consider to be PG-13 level, or?
There's some mild language here and there, but nothing too bad.
Okay,
No
not
F
dropping
bomb.
F
Yeah.
bombs.
No
Okay.
F bombs. Yeah, yeah.
Now I know this guy. This is Preston Acevedo has painted this one.
Yes.
So he's got
Yeah,
Jessica being a little bit shorter than Henry in this one.
yeah. Yeah, I actually got the original of that. Bought that off of Preston. I took one look at it. I'm like, I have to have it. I need to. I'm going to try to hang it up right behind me here at some point. But yeah, Preston. I was very lucky to get him on board to do a cover. He's just amazing.
What did he paint that on? Is it on canvas or is it on
It's on a canvas. Yeah,
stretch canvas? Cool.
yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be fantastic. Now, of course, this campaign, you're going to be able to go back in time and get Angels Awakening. And I will get you the freshest set of inventory so you can order appropriately,
Yes.
Daniel. It's just- I don't want you sending another 150 copies. I'm like, wait.
Yeah,
We've
yeah,
got-
yeah, yeah. Angels Awakening will be available at least physically. It's available with the with one tier and as an add-on. So
Yeah, the add-ons are great. Indiegogo does a really good job with the add-ons. I know Kickstarter kind of pioneered the add-on, and Indiegogo followed. Indiegogo's doing that better than Kickstarter is.
yeah.
Kickstarter's add-ons are a little tricky when you get into fulfillment. And this is the other poster. Now,
Yes. Wait,
I'm hearing some music in my head
yes.
here.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah, I really I wanted to do a tribute to that poster. It's one of my favorite movie posters of all time. The artist who did his name was Tony Young was his name, and it's and I will say there a little bit of Star Wars influence in the series. So I had to go that route.
but it's cool though. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it evokes it without like being a direct copy of it.
Mhm.
Now I don't know this character in the back here. Obviously, bad guy because,
Yes, he's a bad guy. Yeah.
and I'm guessing these are several fire elementals
Yeah.
flying around the moon here.
Yeah. That was that nice little little touch from Bogdan there.
And
That is Lone Star City, the capital of the Republic.
I was trying to come up with one of the Texas cities. I'm like, doesn't look like any of them yet, but
Yeah, it's supposed to be Austin, but
okay.
yeah, but a futuristic Austin. Yeah, that's which is where I lived for 17. Yeah, that's where I lived in Texas for 17 years was Austin.
Taking it all the way down to the southern border there for the capital. Why are you making that guy the bad guy? You're racist against people of Skull. Everybody who's the Skull is the bad guy. It's kind of like. Well, I take that back. We do have only death can save us. In which case, death is the good guy.
Yes.
It's a deviation here. Now this is another poster. Okay, let's ask. Since these are posters here, this one's not. This is the cover. How big is this poster? Is this poster as big as the one I just showed?
It's going to be bigger. So all of the posters are going to be they're going to be 24 by 36.
Wow! This is bigger than the one. This is like the posters you see at Walmart on that little end shelf display that you flip through, and then you stop where Kathy Ireland is, and you stare for a while, and then you flip through.
The poster. Yeah. The poster right behind me here is 24 by 36.
Let me get my. Why does my mouse keep getting lost? It's got a lot.
Yeah. See.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah,
Are we going to see that in this campaign?
No, this was a very early design I had for Jessica. She was a little too Black Widow-esque for at the time.
Can there be such a thing? Can you be too Black Widow? I don't know. So this is going to be a 24 by 36, which means I need 24-inch tubes. I may have them now. I have to check. I think I ordered 12-inch tubes. Got 2 boxes of them.
Well,
not a problem.
Okay. Well, we got time.
Yeah. Uline's real easy to order from, and they ship in like a day and a half.
Oh, that's good.
Now, Michelle Huffner, I think I got that name right, or Heffner.
I think it's Huffner. Yeah, she's a very talented artist. I found her a few years back. She was a splash. I don't know if she still is or not, but she was a splash artist on League of Legends.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Now this is has this been trimmed because this is a square image here, and I don't see too many square posters.
No, I think that I think that's just the way she did it. That's the way the way the image is done. I may have to do some tweaking here and there on that one, but yeah.
All right. And then of course, oh my goodness.
Oh yes.
Z Malkin.
Z
Here we
Malkin.
go.
Yes, very a very very bootyful pinup of Jessica here.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Darth Bobcat, you may need to go and reback again.
Yes.
Yeah, there is some impaling violence in the comic, which doesn't seem to be a problem for Indiegogo because I've seen lots of impaling panels
Yeah.
lately. Oh, we have some art prints. Now, prints are different than posters.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
are
These are,
smaller.
yeah, smaller. I went ahead and settled on 8x12 for the art prints.
We we ship those out in these to keep them stiff, but not to worry. We don't ship them just out in these. We put them behind the Gemini mailer, and then the Gemini mailer goes in poly bag, so it's all kept together. But
Nice.
this is a nice image here of Guardian,
Mm.
and then you got Angel. Now, these will look very cool facing each other because you got the same style of lettering. I will say I'm a little surprised that they're not done to interconnect, to be separate, but you've seen people who
Yeah.
have like this big picture cut into 3 different pieces. It's in its own separate frames, but you can tell that it's one big vista.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But with this,
I didn't think of that. Yeah. Yeah.
well, the thing is with it like this, you can go Guardian and Angel, and they're facing each other, or you can say Angel, Guardian, and have them being facing away from each other, and
Yeah.
pick your own layout. How do you want it to look?
Exactly. And
this one-
we got the two of them together. Yeah. Which is on if you follow Bogdan on Twitter, that's his new profile picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one's painted a little softer, it looks like. I mean, he's really captured the sense of fabric.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's the fire elemental I was mentioning, Marion.
She's not naked, she's wearing fire.
Yes.
Oh, Bogdan says he can fix that on those prints to make them, consistently background across.
Oh, cool.
That's
And,
the beauty of digital artwork.
Yes. And this is Claudius. He is the emperor of the Britannian Empire.
That's a badass looking dude.
Oh yeah.
Don't ever put your helmet down in the chair and forget where you put it and sit on it. That would hurt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
look at this.
Yes. Calendar.
So
Yes.
So
yeah.
when are you delivering this thing?
This one it depends. This is the calendar is going to be for 2024, so it'll be before 2024.
You're good.
Yeah, yeah.
But
But yeah, so this was actually an idea that Bogdan and I had on Angels Awakening. Weren't able to do it on that campaign, but we thought, well, let's do it on this one. So this is the Ladies of Guardian Angel calendar, and each of them is representing one of the seasons. So you've got Sky, the water elemental, who's she's going to be winter. Jessica's spring, and then Marion, the fire elemental, will be summer, and then Laura Stone, who is in briefly in Angels Awakening. She has a bigger role in Guardian Angel. She is the fall.
okay. So if I'm hearing this correctly, then this is gonna be more of like a 4-page calendar. It would be like 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, and 3 months, or are you gonna have a picture for every month like a traditional calendar?
I was thinking it would be a traditional calendar, so a picture for every month. Yeah.
Okay. So it's not just that you're going to get 4 images, you're going to get 12 images.
Mhm.
Three of each of the women.
Yep.
Now I saw this tier at the front and I did not read it.
Yes.
'Cause I know we get to it. The Trident box.
Trident box. Yes. So Trident
chewing
is
gum.
yeah, not the chewing gum. No.
Oh.
Trident is Trident is the agency that Henry and Jessica work for, and it's I call it the shield of this universe. They do a little bit of everything, and so the Trident box is one of everything. So you get a copy of Guardian Angel. You'll also get the variant cover, Preston Acevedo's variant cover. There's also a digital copy of Guardian Angel that's included. And then you're going to get one poster, one of each poster, and all the prints and the calendar. So.
Now you've got me sitting here thinking, how am I going to pack all that up? That's my problem, isn't it? You don't have to worry about that. That's for me to figure out. Servant of God would like to know, are you doing a box upgrade for secret tier backers?
I couldn't figure out how to make that work. Adding the box tier with the secret tier. So you might have to do two separate backings. Yeah, very sorry about that. The way Indiegogo is set up, I couldn't figure out how to do it. So
it's it's a little, it can be tricky.
Yeah.
To make secret tiers and add-on things work together. I will say that we'll work on combining the order so that you don't get two shipments out. We do our best to combine the orders into one single shipment when we can.
Yeah.
Now you have progress so far. You're 28 pages into a 62-page book, drawn and colored. So the important thing here is that everyone's getting updates.
Yes, and I can honestly say, or I can say too, the page that Bogdan's working on right now, he's almost finished with it, so it's almost 29 of 62. No.
Very cool. You've got some stretch goals planned here. No images for these yet. Those are TK,
these were,
as they say.
Yeah, these were kind of last minute.
But you hit that 6,000 mark, there will be a free Jessica Sawyer lingerie print. Now see, you throw the image on there and you're going to say, yeah, I want that. We got to get 6,000. Everybody buy this book.
Yes.
7,000 free trading cards and bookmarks. This is in the plural here, so I'm guessing it's going to be at least Angel and Guardian as the designs. Just reading your mind, of course.
Yes.
And then, folks, we need this to get to 8,000 because RJ needs another patch.
Yes.
my jacket has space on it still, and I would be very happy to put a Trident patch somewhere on there around all my other indie and mainstream comic patches. They're filling this up. So the one thing I did not see going down all of this was the tiers themselves.
Yes.
Which, some people do, some people don't. So we're going to have to go back up to the top. And since we're going to go back up to the top, why don't I just give this thing another timpani drum roll here and see what happens. You're now at $571, 11% of the goal.
Nice.
You do this for another, you know what, guys, just hit the goal tonight. That'd be great.
I would really appreciate that.
I would love to say, hey, this person launched and hit goal on my show. That'd be a first for me. I'd be able to sleep with a smile tonight. But we saw that Trident box, and here it is. It's $200, and that is the one of everything. And you can see the list is right here. And of course, that'll also come with all the physical stretch goals that are out there. 2 of these have been claimed, and there's only 30 of them. So congratulations to the people who jumped in early and got this thing. Now, tell me a little bit about the box, because I've seen and I've shipped different kinds of boxes. Is this a fold-in? Is this a magnet closure?
It'll probably be a fold-in, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've looked at those to have them ready for people to use. Other clients who wanted to do one, and I'm like, well, here you can go do this, and I just passed it along because I've looked at like I would never be able to design something on here that when you folded it all together would make a cohesive image. I'd be more like, fold the box up and then I'll draw on that and then unfold it, and that's
Yeah.
make a pattern from that. It's a puzzle for me.
Okay. Yeah.
Digital.
Yeah. Yes. So this is a special that I'm doing. It's good until Monday at 8 p.m. You can get a digital copy of Angels Awakening for $1, and this is for anybody new who's maybe they don't know who I am, and they don't know what else I've written before. So they say, well, I have this other comic book, and if you want to give that a read, it's right here. And if you back this perk right now, I'll send you the digital copy, within 24 hours, and you'll be able to read it. So
That's cool. I mean, because it is already done, why wait till the campaign's over to fulfill, the backfill on this stuff?
yeah.
So that works well. Darth Bobcat is joking here. Say make the ball cards with Angel and Jessica in baseball uniforms with fake stats.
It's fake stats.
But you know what? That would be a really cool trading card set for anybody's campaign. Because we see the poses all the time. But if you just made them, put John Malin, take your graveyard shift team and put them in baseball uniforms, and then put their stats on the back. Who says I'm joking? Okay, you're right. I assumed your humor.
Yeah.
I did not mean to mishumor you. but $1 is just and again, you got right there estimated shipping November 22.
Yes. Yeah, and unfortunately, obviously, I wanted to have. I may have to. Of course, I can't change the tier, but obviously, with the other physical perks, I can't. Couldn't do that with the shipping costs and everything. So
yeah. Now
the
the digital on this version, the new one, that's $20. That's 20 times the cost of the first one.
Yes.
Now I'll tell you, Daniel, that's a little high from what I've seen compared to other digitals. Is that correct? Is that what you wanted to set it at?
Yeah. It is a 60-page book, so
True.
yeah, that's part of the reason. Although, if you back a physical version of if you back one of the physical tiers, you can get the digital copy for $10.
Okay. And the physical is only $5 more, so why wouldn't you want the physical? I mean, all your I get it. If I'm overseas and I'm gonna don't want to pay huge shipping, you're not gonna pay huge shipping because it's part of what we do.
Mhm.
Although Europe is in a mess right now.
Mm.
Books going to Europe, just your basic package, you're still looking at $19 to $20 to get from the U.S. to Europe.
Oof.
And that's not UK. I can do UK cheaper, but to Europe is $20. It was actually costing me more to go through a hub to go to Europe at this time because they're in hyperinflationary mode, and all their shipping in country has gone up, doubled from what it was last year.
Oh. Yeah, it's hard times right
challenge.
now. Yeah, it's a challenge. Yeah.
Because you put an estimate up there, and then you run a campaign for 60 days, and then you got maybe 3-4 months of final development on stuff, let alone the people who take 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
The way Europe is, some countries don't exist in 3 years from the time you start.
Yeah, that's
they had
true.
wars break out. Stuff happens.
Yeah.
So when you put an estimate up there, hurry up, get done.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, real quick. It's actually 15, not 10. It's $15 for Guardian Angel Digital if you back a physical tier.
if you
And
back a physical tier.
right, or if you get Angels Awakening right now, it's so you can get Angels Awakening and then Guardian Angel Part 1 digitally for $16. So
Yep. So by Grab Thar's hammer, What a bargain.
Bargain.
I love the deadpan delivery that he did in that. That
Oh,
was
I
just,
know. Yeah, that was a great movie.
uh,
Yeah, and so yeah, we got Preston Acevedo's cover.
now I will say I'm surprised in the other direction on this one that it's the same price as the standard one. Usually I see Preston covers, get upcharged
Hmm?
by $5 or $10. So $50, get them both, guys.
Yeah,
Um, and then you've got the calendar here.
yeah.
I like that. It's these are all going to be available as add-ons. I take it as well.
Yes,
mean-
yes, yeah. Everything is available. Well, everything except for the box is available as an add-on.
Okay. I'll throw this one thing out here because I've seen a couple people do it, and to credit the origination of it, it was Kara Nicole, cosplayer extraordinaire and entrepreneur beyond measure, who first clued me into this. She had the tier where you buy nothing. All you're doing is you're paying for shipping. So give me $10 for shipping. But because it was a physical tier, it threw you into the add-on page. So now it's like, just get the things you want and fill up the sack. So I've started seeing more people doing that where they're just like, just here's a tier that all it does is count as a physical item so that you can add on whatever you want. Now your tiers here are already like one item each, but
Right.
if you want to get, book one and the calendar and the poster, just, you could just have like a sack, and then they could go
Right.
get it all from the add-on stuff.
Yeah.
Giant size posters.
Yeah.
Keep
So
seeing this
on
square one.
yeah.
You know what I want somebody to do? And it could be you. It could be you because there's still time. This is day one. You could do this. You could take that square poster. You could put the Angels Awakening logo on it somewhere. Get with Bogdan and say, hey, I need it to look, a certain way. Throw it up in that upper right corner. Print it on an album cover sleeve, an empty album cover sleeve. Put whatever you want on the back of it, just like, track listings of, the music of this world of the future, and, fake band names or something. And all it is just an empty cardboard sleeve, nothing in it.
Yeah.
We could put the comic in it and ship it that way, but
Yeah, that's an idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll have to think about that. Yeah.
you heard it here first. Yes,
Yeah.
it's a more giant than giant sized man thing.
Yes.
which was never quite as much fun as Marvel 2-on-1. Yeah, I didn't say 2-in-1, 2-on-1. That was a misprint that they did one time.
Yeah.
You got the art prints here, $35 for the bundle of the art prints.
Mhm.
So if you didn't want to get the one of everything, and I think the art prints were in the one of everything, right? Were they in
Yes. Yeah, they're
big
they're
box?
all in there. Yeah. Yeah.
And here's the 2-book combo, $40. So this is the only place you can get the physical
Physical
Angels
of-
Awakening #1,
Yes. Yeah.
And we got one of them
Or as
too.
an add-on. Yeah.
or as an add-on. Yes. So one's claimed. I'm going to get the box out and I'll just package it right up here in front of you if you want me to do that. But
Yeah.
no, we've got to wait for the second book to come out, folks.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there you go. It's there's a lot here, but it's not complicated.
Mhm.
That's I love campaigns that are not complicated. There's not 87 different alternate covers.
Right. Yeah.
And there's not 87 doubled because you have your nice and naughty covers because everyone's doing digital, so you can put a layer on of clothes and then you can take them off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Naughty covers. Darth Bobcat has a process question now. He wants to know how hard was it to get the custom boxes made? Are they made? I mean, these are market pictures, right?
The boxes have not been made yet. No. I just got them designed, so the designs are done, and the logos, and obviously the Trident logos. But no, I haven't gotten the boxes done yet. That will probably happen. Once the book goes into production, once it gets into printing. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's there are sites out there, companies that do that for you. I
Mhm.
used to have some of them bookmarked, but they give you the template. It's like, fill this in with art and ship it back to us, mail it back to us. And they
Mhm.
just print it directly onto it. And then they come to you flat. You fold them up
Yeah.
and tuck them in and fill them up.
Yeah.
I'll be doing a lot of that, I hope.
Yeah.
Keep me busy folding boxes all day long, people. I'll be happy to do this for Daniel's campaign, anybody's campaign. It's kind of what I do.
Yes.
So, wow, we've covered the story, we've covered the items, we've covered the tiers.
Yes.
Now all we got to do is just, get $4,500 more, and we'll be done. We can call it a night.
Yeah.
I've refreshed a couple of times. I'm not seeing any more growth just yet.
Okay.
But it's only a couple of people here in the chat at the moment. You've done your job. You've done
Yes.
your job
Yeah.
a couple of times over. In fact, for some of you, so we do
Yes, thank
appreciate
you.
that.
Yes. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah.
So where can people find you next? I mean, this is the start of the magical mystery tour for Guardian Angel.
Yeah. So I am going to be on with Hex Allen tomorrow afternoon, 2
Good
p.m.
show.
Eastern. Yeah. And then I'm trying to get something lined up on Sunday. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'll be making a few contacts here and there and trying to get on some promo streams. So
Now, this is a flexible goal. So we all know that the English translation of that is we're making the book no matter what we've sold. If it stopped right now, you've got to make $571 worth of books.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, are you already planning to do 30 and 30, or are you just saying it's flexible goal 30, we stop and then we make books?
Well, we'll see how it goes. I'll probably do 30 then 30. But I mean, but if we get to the funding goal, I mean, I'll probably just take it straight in demand.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah.
I'm going to find some place that does this, and I will email you the link if I do, the one that does the album covers. If there's a place that does that, I think you would be breaking ground with that. And
Mhm.
I know already that somebody's done mixtapes for their books. I think Confederate Monster actually did an actual pressing of an album because he was a musician,
Mhm.
so he did that. But boy, if you could have if you knew some musicians who could do like a double-sided extended 12-inch song of something. You're too young to know what those were, but they were as big as a 30. They were flat black platters that played music when you put the needle on the record.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
yeah, when I was in college, we'd go to the music store, and I bought a lot of Samantha Fox there for no reason. But they were the dance mix albums. So it was like 33 and a third size, but it only had one song on it from beginning to end. It was like, the same song for like 12 and a half minutes. And then you flip it over and there'd be another one that was like 12 and a half to 13 to 40 minutes long, just the same song.
Wow.
Get that thing done. And yeah, that thing that makes the sounds in the movie trailers. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
What is it? Heck, now when you find them, see if they want more business. Okay. I guess he's talking about the album cover. So let's make that a thing. Let's make that a crowdfunded comics treat. And like I said, if they are openable, then we can tuck stuff in them.
Yeah.
We'll do something cool here.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Daniel, we're at the top of the hour. Is there anything at all about this campaign that I did not address that people need to know about?
So I'll probably try to figure out a way to get people the physical, do any kind of physical backing with the $1 special. Hopefully I'll figure that out. But other than that, I mean, all I can say is Guardian Angel is a amazing action-packed story. It's something that I've been working on. Like I said, this is a story I've been working on for for 10 years, or no longer, 12, 13 years. And oh, hey, D Rhino, good to see you. And it's, Henry Hatcher is a character I've been working on him for just as long. And it's this is something that means a lot to me, and I really want everybody to read this book. It's and you will not be disappointed.
There's going to be more to come in this universe after this, right? I mean, this isn't
Oh yes.
close.
No,
All
it's
right.
not. It's not the end. No, it's. I mean, you got part 2 after this one, so. But
Oh, that's
but
right. This is part 1. It's the second book, but this is part 1 of this story. So
yeah. So,
good to
but
see.
yeah, there are gonna be plenty of Guardian Angel stories. There are gonna be Guardian stories. There are gonna be Angel stories. There are gonna be other stories in this universe. So yeah.
So, just to quickly go over it again, folks. I mean, just to see the interior artwork, the action, the colors, the panel layouts. These are some, interesting panel layouts here. This is atypical from what you see. So many people like the straight grid these days.
Yeah.
Some of these splash pages here. The perspective on this one, where you're just kind of looking up from the ground at this motorcycle, and then the building that just kind of towers over her.
Yeah.
You get these excellent covers here. Two variations of the covers. You can pick one or the other, or pick both. The original book is still out here. The posters here, the Empire homage poster.
Yeah.
I call this the Purple Rain album cover.
Yeah.
And then of course, you've got this one.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to use that in the show. Finally got it in there. The art prints. Just there's a lot of stuff here, but it's all easily put together. A simple, varied campaign. And I'm going to refresh one more time, and I will see that we are going to close out the show with $606. So
all right. Thank
you, whoever did that. 12% done. Yeah, this is going to be way bigger than Angel's Awakening.
Oh yeah.
And that's how it should go. You start off, nobody knows who you are. They take some chances, they spread the word, and then people, $10 more dollars, and we're Marvel.
Yeah. Yes. 616. Yeah.
Yes. Daniel, thank you so much for coming on the show tonight and bringing Angel and Guardian Angel. Is that how you just say it, Guardian Angel? Because I never know.
Yeah, Guardian Angel. Yeah, all one. All in one. Yeah.
These titles that come out, and they're usually anime, where it's like a word X, a word. I'm like, how do you say that? It's like Family X Spy.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's Spy X Family or Spy Family or like Hunter X Hunter. Spy and
weird. Yeah. Mention Critique Corner. Mention Critique Corner.
Yes, Critique Corner. Yeah. So Darth Bobcat, also known as DB Fastbinder, he and I do a weekly live stream Thursday nights, 8 p.m. on my YouTube channel called Critique Corner. We talk about we do box office analysis, and we do pop culture news and give our takes on stuff. So come and check us out. Yeah, we always, it's always a fun time with us on that show. So.
Do that. Pop over to Daniel Parker's channel and give him the like and the sub, and then then hit. Once you've done that, you got to hit that little bell that says notify me all the time, or YouTube will just notify you when they feel like it. And then you won't know about anything. So, all right. Thank you again for coming on tonight. Yes. This has been a lot of fun. I love watching campaigns grow like this.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for having me on here. I really wanted to do this launch stream with you.
I appreciate it. And 30 days, possibly 60 days, come back a couple of times. We'll get in here and talk about it some more.
Oh yeah.
Everybody in the chat, thank you all so much for being here tonight. We don't have a show without you. We're just a podcast falling in the woods, wondering if we made a noise. And I think we made plenty of noise tonight. So
Yeah.
thank you all. And while you were here, as always, we just hope you had a blast. Good night.
Yeah.